Hello, my name's Sarah from Crystal Wires, and I'm going to show you how I make these fun little beaded flowers. Really fast, really easy to make. Thought I'd make some in 15-0s and some in 11-0 seed beads. These are 11-0 seed beads. As you can see, they're quite rounded. These ones are also with the seed beads, but these are with the extra 3 beads around the crystal. And this is the difference in size from 11-0s to 15-0s. I quite like the 15-0s, but it's your choice preference. I chose these colours today so you could see how they're made, and it's a bit easier for you to see where the needle's going. So what you're going to need is your thread. I use this Nomo B. Going to need your wire guard, choice of different coloured beads that you want your flower to be in. These are 3mm fire polish beads. I'm using seed beads. These are 11-0 seed beads. And okay, let's get it going. Now, thread your needle. I'm using a 12 needle, and we want to start with 12 of your first colour, and I used white on my first colour, so I'm going to pick up 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. I'm going to bring these down and we're going to tie them into a little knot. I'll do a double overhand knot. There we go, and I'm just going to snip the excess off. And I'm going to bead through a couple of beads and pull that loose tail through. Okay, let's go through 2. Okay, and that's what I'm left with. So next stage is, as you can see here, we're going to pick up our purples and we're going to work off doing our petals. So we want 2 of our first petal colour. For me it's purple, whatever colour you choose is obviously up to you. So we're going to do 2 purple, 1 pink, and that will be the first side of our petal, and then we want 3 of your main centre colour. For me it's this white which I'm using, and that's what we'll have. Now that will be going up one side of the petal, the white bit will be the top, and we want to come down the other side, so we pick up 1 pink and 2 purple, and that's what it looks like on the needle. And what we're going to do is we are going to miss 1 and go in the following bead. And then we're going to give it a gentle little tug and pull it into place, and that's what you're going to end up with. It's a bit wobbly and a bit wonky, but it will tighten up, and we're going to do that again. So we want 2 purple, 1 pink, 3 of the white, and we're going down the other side. So 1 pink, 2 purple, and once again we're going to miss. We're coming out of this bead here, we're going to miss the following and go in the third. And that's what we've got. Now we're going to do this 6 times all the way around. So 2 purple, pink, 3 white, a pink, 2 purple. That is our sequence all the way around. So we're coming out of this one here, we want to miss this one and go in the following. I'm holding my finger over it to keep the tension. And then we have 3, and once again 2 purple, a pink, 3 white, pink, and 2 purple. miss one and go in the third. You will feel it twisting in your fingers, but don't worry, just flatten it as best you can. You can see it looks quite loose, but it will all tighten up. You can do these in various different colours. I did all my complete white ones on this one. I really like them ones. Okay, so next one is 2 purple, pink, 3 white, a pink, and 2 purple. Okay, miss one and go into the third and pull it gently in place. And now this is our last petal. 2 purple, 1 pink, 1, 2, 3 white, 1 pink, and 2 purple. What we're going to do with this one is, you can probably see that the one we need to go into is actually the bottom of the first petal that we did. So we're going to miss this one, which is our second, go into our third bead, and we're going to go up those first 2 purple and come out the pink. It's going to feel a bit awkward in your hands, but bear with it. That's what it looks like. Holding my flower to hold my tension, and I'm pulling it. And there we go. That's what we're left with. It feels like the petals want to twist over in my hands. That's normal. If it does it to you, don't worry. Okay, we're coming out of the pink one. There we go, 2 purples and a pink. We're coming out the pink one, and what we're going to do now is to build the middle of our petal up. Because we're coming out of a pink one, we want to pick 2 pink up, and we also want to pick a white up, because that's going to be our middle piece. So we have 2 pink, 1 white, and we're going to go through that second bead there, that second white bead, which is the tip of the petal. Now I'm going to pull it through, and that is what you're going to have. And now, like the petals, we're coming down the other side, so we want to pick a white one. Coming out of a white one, we're going to pick a white one up, and we want to pick 2 pink ones up. So a white and 2 pink, the opposite of what we did coming up the other way. We are going to come out, we're coming out that middle white tip. We're going to go into the first pink one, going down the other side of the petal. Excuse me. And give it a gentle little tug. And that's what you're left with. What we're going to do then is scoot across to the following pink in the opposite petal. Don't go through the white, just the pink. Hold your flower firmly, and then we're going to gently pull those together, and what it's going to do, it's going to line those 2 petals up nicely. We're going to do exactly the same thing again. Pick up 2 pink, 1 white, and we're going to go into that little tip there. Pull it up, give it a little tug, gentle tug of course, and then a white and 2 pink, because we're going down the other side, and we're going to go into that first pink down the other side, and once again that's what we've got there. Scoot across, and we're going to go into the first pink on the other side, and pull it. And we're going to do the exact same thing again. 2 pink, 1 white, into the tip. It's such a cool, fun little pattern, this one, and it's so repetitive, which is great because you can do so many different colour combinations with this. You can even turn them Christmassy. And we're going to go into this pink one again. And you can see that it's all pulling nicely together. Scoot across to the pink again. Okay, line it up. And we want 2 pink, 1 white, go into the tip. I always hold mine when I'm pulling the cord because it keeps cotton, because it keeps it in place and you keep your tension. Okay, so we're still coming out that white tip. We're going to pick up a white one and 2 pink one because we're going down the other side. Scoot around. There we go. And then over to the following pink again. Got the camera in front of me so it's difficult to see. There we go. Gently pull her up. 2 pink, 1 white. We're going up one side in the tip. We're going down, so we want to pick up 1 white and 2 pink. And we're gonna tuck in that pink there. And then once again, scoot over. If I can get it in. Yep, we got it. And we got 2 pink, 1 white in the tip. Give her a gentle tug just so you don't see the thread joining them all up. And once again, we're coming down the other side. So the first one we pick up is a white and 2 pink. Tuck it in this little one here. Now that's all our petals done. The trick to this side is we're coming out of that pink. We are going to go across and go in the first pink on the other side, and we're going to pull them together. So I'm going to go in my first pink, up the second pink and up the third pink. So we're literally coming out of that one there, going across into the next petal and going up through all of those. Hold your flower and just pull your thread and it will pull them together, and you will have that, which on its own is still mega cute. Hokey cokey, we're going to do the tips of the flowers now. You can do your tips in whichever colour you want, but in this one here where I tried to do the bright colour so you could see what I was doing, I did my tips in silver. So what we're going to do for the tip is we're coming out of a pink. We want to pick a pink up, 3 silver or whichever tip colours you're choosing, 1 more pink, and we're literally coming out of this pink one and we're going down the opposite side in the pink the other side of the petal. And that is our first one done. We pick up a crystal. These are 3mm fire polish, and then we go across into the pink one, and that's our bridge, and gently pull it across the tip of the petal again. It's 1 pink, if I can pick it up without getting it mixed up with the thread, 3 silver and a pink, and then we go down the pink one of the other side of the petal and gently pull it in. Pick up a crystal. If I can find the hole of the crystal, that is, there we go. Pink the other side. We want 1 pink, 3 silver and a pink. Go into the pink the other side of that petal. So that's the one we're coming in. And then we've got a crystal again to bridge that gap. We want 1 pink, 3 silver, 1 pink, and jump across. And there we go. And once again, you can see how repetitive it is. These are just so fun, so quick and easy to make. Great for the summer. Okay, 1 pink, 3 silver, 1, 2 and 3, 1 pink. Once again, into that top of that petal. Crystal. And pull her in, and that's what we've got so far. Coming to our last tip, 1 pink, 3 silver, 1 pink, and tuck it in. Give it a little tug. Our last crystal, and our last crystal is going to go in our third pink up, 1, 2 and 3. So I'm just going to get that in there. And then, like before, we just give it a gentle tug to pull it all together. Now, what we want to do here is go up that top pink and come out of one of those silver ones, the first one preferably. Now, if you have a look here, these ones are sitting quite nicely, so it's got a nice little point here, whereas these ones are quite flat. That's okay, that's okay. We're going to go around and we're going to secure that and make sure we get that cute little one to pop out there, our little point. So we're coming out of the first silver, ignore the second one, go into the third. I go down the 2 pink there. And that is what it looks like. We're missing the middle one. We're coming out of the first, going down the second, and I'm just scooting down there. And there we go. And it pops that and keeps that little point there. Now I'm coming out of the pink next to the crystal. The reason I went down that, obviously it's up to you what you want to do, but for me personally, I normally hold my thread there, coming out of that pink. I will thread it back under here and I will do a tiny little knot because I'm going to start securing some of mine. And now I will put that in and just do it there. And the reason I'm doing it there is because there's a bigger hole in the crystal. I'll go through the crystal, up through those 2 pink and the first silver, like that. It's really easy to maneuver through these beads because they're the 11 seed beads. And once again, we're coming out of that first silver. We ignore the middle and we want to go in that second one and down 2 seed beads, 2 of the pink seed beads, sorry. And I'm going to pop that middle one. I'll do it with my nail probably. I'll pop it up with my nail. I've got the camera in front of me, so it's really difficult to get the needle in. There we go. Pull it up and then pull your thread and it should tighten that up in place like that. Once again, I'm coming out just before the crystal, so I'm just going to do a little tiny overhand knot and just gently pull it. And we are going to do this all the way around to secure our tiny little points at the top of our petals. So at this stage, if you want to pause it or fast forward it, it's up to you, but this is what I'm going to be doing all the way around, just to give myself a little bit of stability on those tips. Going through my crystal, up through to pink, out the first silver, and I want to go across into the next silver and down to pink, and there one's just popped in place really nicely. And I'm going to make another little knot on this one. You don't have to do this, it's just personal preference to what I like to do. Through the crystal, up through 2 pink and up through 1 silver. And this is our last one, I believe. Across that silver, down to pink. Yeah, that's popped it in place nicely, and I believe this is the last one. So a cute little knot in there. Hide it in the crystal. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through 2 pink and up 1 silver. Now this is what we've got. Did I do that one? No, I didn't do that one. So let's fasten that one up. There we go. Right, now I'm going to go across 2 pink and out 1 silver. Let's try again. So that's what we got. They've all got the tiny little points on the end, and now this is where I'm going to add my wire guard. You could obviously do the 6 beads around, but I like to use a wire guard to protect the thread. So I will go in one side with my needle, holding it and pulling it down. Now the plan is, what I've been doing with mine is I use the tips. I will use one of those silver tips to go up around and use the one the opposite side to come down through, and that's what we're going to do here. So I will thread through the other side of my wire guard, down that first silver bead, down the first pink bead, and I'm going to put my finger over the wire guard to hold it in place while I pull my thread through. And there we go. And it should sit quite nicely like that. The reason I came through the pink is because, as you can see there, I'm coming out that first pink. I'm actually going to use these white ones here. I'm going to go through those 2 there diagonally, then up the other side of that white, in the first pink one. If I turn that around, you may be able to see what I'm doing. So I've come out of that white one. I'm going to go in this pink one here, which is next to the silver, in the silver and up through that side of the wire guard. And that's what it looks like. So I'm going to pull it through gently. I'm not holding it so you guys can see what I'm doing. And just pull it through. And I'm going to do this a couple of times just to secure my wire guard. So I'm going through the wire guard, through the silver, the first silver, remember, not the one in the middle, through the first pink, diagonally down those 2 white beads, and I'm going to go up that white bead there, go through that first pink. Sometimes I can get the silver one in there as well, but I can't quite get it there. So I'm going to turn it around a little bit. Coming out of that pink, I'm going to go into that silver. No, I'm not. I need to look a bit closer at what I'm doing. Through the silver, up. This camera's right in my way. Through the silver and up the wire guard. There we go, got it, finally. Gently tug her up. I'm going to go down the other side, through the silver. Now it's up to you guys how you want to finish yours off. I normally just thread through some close beads and do random little knots here and there and weave in and out which I'm going to do now. So there's no set direction or method, just going to go through and up and down a few. Like this. Could even go through that crystal again because there's quite a big hole in that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my snips, snip that off, nick my husband's lighter and just burn that in place. And there we go. We have our second little flower, but these are so fun to make. Like, these are the ones I've just used, but I'm just so in love with these flowers, doing them with 15-0s. You can just do any kind of colour combinations, ombres, different tip colours, all sorts. And this is the difference once again with, these are 11-0 Miyuki seed beads, and these are 15-0 Miyuki delicas. So you can see the size comparison between the two. I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see the difference with the two sizes of beads. But yeah, have fun. Hope you enjoy this quick and easy little pattern, and feel free to tag me. I love seeing your creations. So thanks guys, have a good weekend, and bye bye.